Imagine a street where the air feels heavier, the shadows linger longer, and every creak and whisper hints at something sinister. Elm Lane. A seemingly ordinary street hiding extraordinary horrors. Tonight, we uncover the chilling tales of 3 haunted houses that stand as silent witnesses to tragedies, mysteries, and the unexplainable. Welcome to Elm Lane, where every step reveals a dark secret. At the corner of Elm Lane stands an abandoned Victorian mansion known as the House of Echoes. Once the pride of the neighborhood, it is now infamous for the unsettling sounds that emanate from within. The house's dark history began in the early 1900s when the wealthy Hawthorne family lived there. A fire broke out one fateful night, claiming the lives of the parents and their youngest child. Only their eldest daughter, Clara, survived. Traumatized, she was sent away, and the house was left to decay. Decades later, reports of ghostly activity began to surface. Visitors and passers-by claimed to hear faint, heart-wrenching cries, as if the family's final moments are replaying over and over. Others report hearing Clara's voice, calling out for her family. Paranormal investigators have recorded disembodied footspots and whispers, as well as sudden cold spots that defy explanation. Locals avoid the house entirely, warning others of its cursed reputation. Yet, its eerie allure draws the occasional thrill seeker, many of whom leave with unsettling tales of their own. Further down Elm Lane sits the dollmaker's house, a modest yet ominous structure with peeling paint and an eerie silence. Its last owner, a recluse named Margaret Dawson, was a dollmaker who lived there alone for over 40 years. She crafted dolls so lifelike that they were both admired and feared by the townsfolk. After Margaret's death in the 1970s, strange occurrences began to plague the house. Neighbors reported hearing soft whispers and giggles, even though the house was unoccupied. Some even claimed to see the doll's eyes following them from the windows. When new owners tried to move in, they found the dolls rearranged each morning as if they'd been walking around at night. One chilling account came from a group of paranormal investigators. They captured footage of a doll's head turning on its own and recorded a childlike voice saying, "Stay with us." No one has lived in the house since. It came to him that the doll might just have something to tell him, despite its foreboding presence. The dollmaker's house remains a point of curiosity for ghost hunters and urban explorers, each hoping to uncover its secrets. At the far end of Elm Lane lies the most infamous house of all, the murder house. This unassuming 2-story home was the site of a grisly triple homicide in the 1980s. The Johnson family, a couple and their teenage son, were found brutally slain in their beds. The crime was never solved, leaving an air of unease around the property. Dying, they were buried in the yard. Shortly after the murders, neighbors began reporting strange lights flickering in the windows at night. Some claimed to see shadowy figures moving from room to room. A few even heard blood-curdling screams coming from the house during the dead of night. Those brave enough to enter the house often describe overwhelming feelings of dread and despair. Many report seeing handprints appear on walls and hearing doors slam shut without explanation. Paranormal teams have documented EVPs of voices crying out for help and captured ghostly apparitions on camera. The house remains vacant to this day, a chilling reminder of the unsolved tragedy that haunts Elm Lane. While we've discussed before the black old house in the context of its position as cryptic on their own, how can we take its specific verbal deliberateness? Elm Lane, a place wrapped in unending mystery, where the echoes of its dark history never fade. These 3 haunted houses are more than just remnants of the past. They are eerie monuments to the inexplicable. Every shadow seems to whisper secrets, and every creak is a reminder of the lane's chilling tales. Dare to walk down Elm Lane and you may find yourself entangled in its web of horror. Which of these haunted tales left you shivering? Have you ever experienced anything paranormal in your own neighborhood? Share your stories in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling tales from the world's most haunted places, Nightmost Horrors. Now, back to our expert study.